Hey guys and gals, excuse me, it's the Cannabis Crone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I am at my Sunday church. This is my church. And the wind choir is singing Mother Nature's praises right now. Yeah, I just wanted to wish all my fellow Virgoians a very, very happy birthday. And hope you're celebrating the entire month. I think everyone should have a birthday month, not just a day. And this is my gift to myself. Coming to Sunday church. Hiked quite a bit further than I usually do, and I think I'm going to continue hiking for a bit more. I mean, I need the exercise. You always can use the exercise, but it's also the healing. I was just thinking, so my birthday is coming up on the 5th. I will be 54. I'll be 54 years old. And funny how you start to forget. And I was just thinking about my hopes, my birthday wish, and my regrets. Because, you know, you get to be this age and you know that you could drop dead at any day. I mean, I could have some kind of stroke or heart attack. That all runs in the family. I could get COVID and die. I mean, there's so many things that could happen. And so you tend to start, kind of giving yourself I look like I have a mohawk. You start giving yourself permission to become, I don't know, not melancholy, but, well, to look at this and hope and wonder if it's still going to be around. To hope and wonder that your grandkids will get a chance to take a hike in the woods and sit by a swamp and just enjoy. To hope and wonder that humanity will finally evolve, because we are at a place right now that, a crossroads. I think we're at a crossroads. Humanity. And this crossroads is the most important one I think we've ever faced yet. So we're going to have to decide whether we want to evolve or just get sucked down and mired in the hatred. That's a tough one. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. I mean, I never thought in a million years that we would end up where we are now. My regrets, I have a few. I have a few regrets. And I think there are there are those little memes that say live life without regrets. And I think that's bullshit, because if you evolve as a human, if you learn more every day, which means that you're going to find out that you're wrong in a lot of instances. There were so many things I was wrong about when I was a teenager, in my early 20s, in my early 30s, in my early 40s, and there's probably things that I'm wrong about right now. But I keep learning. But as I learn, I also regret. I regret the things that I did before I learned what I know now. My biggest regret is just people. Anybody that I've hurt with either word or deed, I do regret that. I regret hurting any fellow human beings. I regret that my son does not want me in his life any longer. That's a tough one, He's 34 and, he has his own family and his own life, and he's decided that he doesn't want me to be a part of it. And I regret that. I regret, because I know that the kids had a tough time growing up. We were trapped in a domestic violence situation. So I understand, but I regret that we don't have a relationship, and, we'll have to see what happens. I can only hope that he's happy and healthy, and that his family is as well. Yeah, I mean, those are my regrets. I don't regret being poor. I don't regret choosing jobs where I didn't make a lot of money, but I did a lot of good. Being the director of the Humane Society, I still see families that still have an animal that they adopted from me, or if that animal hadn't survived, because it was a while ago, they still had a lovely life with them. That always makes me feel good. I really like that. I think, I know I worked hard when I worked there, very hard, 70-hour weeks sometimes. And I learned that I could do payroll and QuickBooks. Never thought I could do that. I always tell people I do not have a head for numbers, but I kept it going for 7 months. I did payroll and QuickBooks, and I hated every second of it. But it was great to know that I can do it if I had to. My job as the domestic violence education coordinator, that was, I loved that job. I loved going around. I loved when I educated law enforcement and judges and attorneys and nurses and doctors about domestic violence so that they could provide a better network for a woman who was trying to leave or who was in the crux of her domestic violence relationship. I'm proud of that work. I'm proud of the work that I did with SAVE, which was Students Against Violent Environments, the SAVE group. I did that when I was working as the education and outreach coordinator at our domestic violence shelter in town, and I met some really incredible girls, and it just was really cool. They inspired me every single time I had group with them. So there's a lot of things that I'm proud of. I wish that my kids had not had to grow up in a domestic violence situation. I really regret that. And I wish that I could have been a little stronger to get away sooner. So yeah, so it's a blend of things that I'm proud of, things that I regret, but hopefully I'm not dying tomorrow so that I can keep making up for it and keep trying to be a good ally, an advocate for nature, because success is no longer how many dollars I have in the bank, because in that sense I'm a failure. But hopefully I've helped some people, I've helped some creatures, and I will just continue to try and do my best and to speak my truth. So if you want to, you can like and subscribe to this channel. And again, all you Virgoians out there, have a beautiful, beautiful birthday. Be a little more easy on yourself, because as Virgos, we are tough on ourselves. We are our own worst critics. Oh yeah, something that was really cool. There's bobcats around here. I saw I'm like looking around, I feel like I'm being watched. No, there's bobcats in this area. I saw like 4 piles of bobcat scat along the trail that I've been walking. So I'll be careful. It was funny when I was leaving on my walk, my Parmakai, Andy, was on his way to Fleet to go pick up some things. And as we were leaving, we gave each other a kiss and said, "Be careful." And he said, "Well, you be careful. You're going to be in a more dangerous area. You're going to be out in the middle of the woods by yourself. There's bears. There's, bobcats." Now I know that there's bobcats here. Bobcats, bears. There was a moose sighting in Bemidji Lake. So somewhere around here, there's probably a little family of moose. So, there's things that you do need to watch out for. But I told him, I said, I'm a hell of a lot safer than you are, because you're going into a store during a worldwide pandemic where there are still people in this town that think that they shouldn't wear a mask because otherwise they're giving in to the hysteria and becoming a sheeple, whatever. I don't even want to get into that. It's too beautiful out here. But he was actually going to the more dangerous place, I think, because I could stay out here for weeks and sleep in the middle of the woods in the middle of the night and feel safer than if I was living in an apartment in the middle of the city. People have become dangerous. We need to do something about that. So hopefully I can spread a little bit of love as well as knowledge. And this is love right here. Again, I'll give you another view. This is love. This is the Earth Mother loving us. Loving us. Look how good. Look how good we have it. This planet in the middle of the universe can create environments like this. We are so lucky. And that's probably the most important thing. Did I give my birthday wish? I don't know if I did or not. Well, I have 2 birthday wishes. My first wish is to continue to save more and more areas like this state land, and to just try and save as many spots like this as possible, because as humans we need them for our health, and the creatures need them. My other birthday wish is that I could trade in my white privilege and everybody would be privileged, which means nobody would be privileged, which means we would all be on equal footing. God, I long for that day. I really do. Because it just is, it's been too long. This country needs to, for the first time ever, truly become a country where we are all free. We all have the same liberties and the same opportunities. That's all. That's the kind of world that I hope I can maybe see the beginnings of before I die. But I at least hope that my grandkids will see that kind of world. It's up to you and me, right? Happy birthday to you and happy birthday to me. And I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Get outside if you can. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.